basically, there is a conspiracy that one of the hosts of the Talking Reality podcast was using a dating app to advertise and promote the Talking Reality podcast, so much so that he was given a lifetime ban by that dating app. Now I don't know the is that I've heard that.
Are we dropping names here, or are we just?
Well, it was Mike. It was Mike from the Talking Reality podcast.
Yeah, so it's not a conspiracy; it is fact.
So you were banned from a dating app.
It was a marketing technique.
Okay.
Which I adopted.
Talk me through it.
Talk
me through your marketing technique.
No, so basically I went on Hinge. Like, you all know what Hinge is. It's a cleaner version of Tinder, basically. And sometimes you message like women, and what you get back is a link to their OnlyFans. So I had a light bulb moment, and I thought, why not advertise the podcast to the matches? So I sent it to like 150 women.
Right, now we know it's a conspiracy because you've not matched 150 women.
Probably more than that. I was being modest.
Behave yourself.
Hey,
right,
don't judge me on your standards.
I don't even have Hinge. Right, so you're telling...
Now he's lying.
Right, so now you're telling me, right, that you've used Hinge...
Yeah.
Right, to advertise our podcast.
Well, it started off as... It was a conversation piece, right? Because people ask you, like, what you into, what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's a conversation piece. And then I've realised that actually, let's do what the OnlyFans people are doing and just drop it in there. So it's slowly diluted into conversation piece.
Mm-hmm.
So then, hi, look at the podcast. So then just the link to the podcast. And that's probably what got me banned, because I had an email off Hinge saying that I've been banned for breaking their T's and C's. I asked them, could you tell me more about this? They said, no, you just broke them and you're banned for life. So that was the end of that.
Jeez, man.
But on the flip side, it's benefited the podcast, because if we look at the analytics, what percentage of people have viewed the podcast through Hinge? Tell them.
Well, you think it was 10%, but
it was 10%. And rising.
Well, no.
And it would have rose more if Hinge didn't ban me.
So what you're saying is we could have blown up more if it wasn't for Hinge banning you.
Well, yeah.
I think rightly so as well, to be honest.
We were spiking.
There's women on there looking for love,
yeah,
and you're using it as an advertising platform.
Yeah. Well, I think it come to a head, didn't it, when that one just replied, what the fuck is this shit?
Sorry, guys. That's probably the first time anyone's heard my horrendous laugh.
Stinking laugh. And then 48 hours after I get the message that I'm banned. So is that a conspiracy? Did she report me? Can you actually imagine
that girl, though? So she's matched with this guy who thinks he's some form of an athlete wearing full kit.
Sponsored by Adidas.
You're not sponsored by anything, son. Right, so she's matching with this guy on Hinge.
Right.
She grabs her phone, gets out and looks, thinks, oh, he's all right. You know, plays a bit of basketball, a couple of nice tattoos or whatever. Oh, he's studying to be a chiropractor.
He's quite tall.
He's what, sorry?
He's quite tall.
Moving on. So she matched.
He's upset because he's 5'9", but yeah, carry on.
I'm not 5'9", 5'8". Right, so she matches
in heels.
Can you let me finish the story? Stop interrupting me.
Go on.
So, she matches this guy. She thinks he looks all right.
He does look all right, doesn't he?
I'll leave him to do the groundwork,
the grafting.
And then she gets sent this podcast, and just thinks, what the fuck is this shit? And goes into the podcast and then sees like you're using Hinge to promote your own work. You know, she must have just thought, what a fucking fraud. I thought he's only looking for love like me. So she must have been the one that reported you, man.
Well, you tell that to all the lovely ladies doing OnlyFans that are using Hinge, Tinder, and promoting their stuff, you know.
What? Tell them what?
You know, your problem with it, because...
I haven't got a problem with it.
All right, okay.
I just think we're not going to get organic viewers that way. If they're just going on there for their, like, you know, weekly hit of Michael Nash, you know... Is that the right way to promote the podcast?
Probably not.